Hey everybody, this is John Franklin, and I'm actually going to be doing something different than my usual movie reviews, or I have, been doing a game review series, which is Devil May Cry, which I have the second one out. It's been out for a little bit now. What I'm actually going to be doing is, if you saw my video of the complete collection of my movies, the thing was that what I did on the very first one with the number and A titles was a movie called, let me open it up here, called 976, and this was actually out of Blockbuster, and I said I had a story I wanted to tell. Now, eventually I will review this movie. I don't know when, but if I do get a lot of comments that people want me to review this almost as soon as this video comes out, I will do my best to try to do that. No promises, but I will do what I can here. Like I said, this is a story, not a review. Now, hopefully YouTube or Blockbuster isn't going to try to take down this video. I mean, I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not trying to bash the company or anything like that here. I'm just telling a story. So anyways, what I want to talk about with 976 was that I actually was not only a customer, but I actually used to work at Blockbuster. Now, this was back in 2006. So we're actually talking 15 years ago. I was only there for, like I said, 5 months, so it wasn't one of those where I had enough time to actually get unemployment, because at the time, and I believe that has not changed, is where you actually have to work at a job 6 months or longer to even get any kind of unemployment if you get fired or if you quit, and there's a really good reason why you quit. This is more towards the end of me there, because I actually did enjoy working there and all that. I think it was a fun place to work there. I rented a couple movies during the week, so this was probably maybe towards the weekend and all that, because you get to 5-day, 5-night movie, rentals and all that there, and as an employee, you couldn't get the new one. I believe it was one of my days off. I wanted to drop off 3 movies. I had 1 VHS and I had 2 DVDs. This being one of them here. I was like, I was wondering why the doors are locked. I'm looking in and I'm knocking and I'm like, what's going on? The parking lot was empty. I didn't see anybody in there. The lights were out and all this. And this was like maybe, I want to say early to mid-afternoon. So yeah, I could see, and it wasn't like at night there thinking, where the hell is everybody kind of thing. So anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop off the movies. I don't know what's going on. This seems odd and all that there. So I ended up dropping off the other 2, the VHS and the 1 DVD. Now, they were not memorable movies. I can't even remember what the titles of them was. But I can say one thing about this is that I really did enjoy 976 Evil. This really is a good movie. But like I said, I'm not going to review it and give stars right now and all that, but I did enjoy it. And I'm like, okay, what happened if they just closed down and didn't say anything? Which would be odd, And I thought there's no sign, there's nothing at all. What is going on? So the thing was that I go home, because actually I walked. I didn't drive at the time, so I actually walked to work, and it was pretty close. It was maybe a 10-15 minute walk and all that. So the thing was, I go and I say something to my grandmother, and she's like, well, why don't you give him a call? And she's like, why don't you let it ring an X amount of times and see if anybody picks up? Well, you're thinking maybe after the 2nd or the 3rd ring, someone will pick up and all of that. But I think I ended up letting it go like at least 5, 6, 7 times, something like that. And I was like, what is going on? So I thought that was really strange. Well, later on, and now this is where I could get in trouble, and hopefully I don't. So I don't know, like so many months down the line and all that, I believe I actually had another job coming up here. And the thing was, I received a letter, and it turned out it was a letter from Texas. And I don't know if that's exactly where Blockbuster's originally from, but I got something where it was like, if you want your last paycheck, that you actually have to fly or drive down to Texas. You have to have a lawyer and all that kind of stuff and fill out a bunch of paperwork and all that. I don't know. I just thought it was really, really strange, honestly. So, and I think I would only was going to get like $60 or $70. That was not going to be worth the trip. And I used to kind of get letters on top of letters. Like it seemed like every couple months to do this and all that. And I just ended up like never doing it. So it seemed kind of wrong that I never received my last paycheck, but it's kind of what it is, unfortunately, there. But yeah, like I said, was that I was happy to keep this movie. I just think it was personally wrong that no one ever actually said anything to you no notes on the door that we're closed and all that kind of stuff. Because if I knew that we were completely closed, and I just thought, you know, what the hell, I guess I could have kept the other VHS and that other DVD. I mean, how they were free rentals and all that. Well, okay, folks, well, I feel like I took enough of your time as I did with this story and all that. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for listening to my story here. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you liked the story here. Please give me a like if you enjoyed it. And if you are very generous, please subscribe too. So thank you guys so much and stay awesome.